Hello, Sagittarius. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Let's see, Sagittarius. How will your energies be available at this moment? So you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. If not, disregard this message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, ascendant, as well as their moon or Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Remember to activate all the bells so you can receive notifications for the new videos I upload. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts where I will be uploading new content for all of you. If you need a personal consultation, you can write to me at the email shown on the screen, and I will send you all the information you need. Let's channel a message for the sign Sagittarius. We see Sagittarius. Here we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, two Knights. Well, Sagittarius, this looks very good in two areas of your life, both in your love life and in your work life. I feel that a lot of things are getting unstuck this week in these areas, because for each of you, it may show up or manifest in a different area. Sagittarians who are focused on everything related to work. What I see is that there's a big breakthrough coming. Pay attention to your phone. Pay attention to the messages you might receive, maybe an important message or some news, for example. Sagittarius who receive some kind of promotion, award, or recognition for their work. This can really motivate them. In other words, the news that comes regarding work is news of progress, a green light of things moving forward and being unblocked. And I feel that this is going to move you a lot emotionally because I feel that it's really very good news. It's probably something you've worked for a long time for, looking for this position, this role. I feel that you have worked very hard. There has been a lot of responsibility on your part, that effort and commitment, and also that feeling of fulfilling your duty, right? With your routine day by day, persevering. I feel that now you're getting the recognition, whether it's from your superiors, maybe a boss, team leader, or even if you work for yourself on a project. The recognition from your clients for the quality of the service you're providing and also the way you're delivering it. It's like they're starting to recognize that potential you have, that creativity. So this is really what motivates you and also gives you that encouragement and excitement to say, I'm on the right track. I feel like the path is much clearer now when it comes to work. And now it's like that recognition that can come through that message or through that communication, whether it's congratulations, a promotion, an award, or we're going to give you a raise. That's what motivates you to keep going, to say, I'm doing well, I'm on the right path. The truth is, all this effort has been worth it. So everything starts to speed up at this moment in the work environment. I also feel that you might be experiencing this. Collaborators may appear for your project, some kind of partnership with other people, people who want to cooperate with your work. What you really see is they see that you are a worthy, trustworthy person. You are a very stable person and very loyal to your principles. They see you as a tireless worker, very persistent, who has achieved a lot on your own and who is putting a lot of emotion and feeling into what you do. And that's what is rewarded, on the other hand, for those who are focused on the sentimental and emotional side of things. This part is also being activated right now because things are also quite clear. In case you are getting to know someone or soon, someone is about to appear here. There's romance, there are effusive emotions, strong, intense, deep emotions. There's desire, there's a desire to love, there's a desire for romance. And I also feel that you will both receive mutual recognition of a feeling, right? This also feels like the formation of a team, right? Beyond the connection, it's about planning something together, not for the future, or planning a project together on a relationship level. Like, sometimes a date or a connection starts to pick up speed faster than you want, and it starts to develop pretty quickly. But why? Because there's a desire for this to happen, and there's also a willingness to work on the relationship and a strong desire to take care of the other person. No, there's potential here. There's something real here. There's something, I feel like I can trust this person. There's something stable. Let's move forward. So it's not a question. I feel that care, appreciation, and also working on the bond are what will allow the relationship to develop faster than expected. And you're probably about to reach a very important conclusion about where this is going, about the future of the relationship. Let's see what else we have. I see you lost in thought, with ideas coming and going, not dwelling on anyone too much. Let's see. Sagittarius. Attention. In some cases, love is connected to work, meaning it could be someone close to your workplace. It doesn't have to be someone with your exact job, but if you don't work together, it's someone in a similar field. Let's see what else we have. We already have the Ace of Swords here. We have Justice, and we have the Sun. 6 of Coins or Pentacles. Such beautiful energy, full of clarity. Sagittario, you are at a moment where it's not a time for doubts, uncertainty, misunderstandings, or confusion. You're clear about what you want, and this clarity is bringing you results. It's not just revelations about your destiny, about your goals, but also not hesitating or letting your voice tremble. When it comes to making a statement, when it comes to communicating a truth, if this has to do with an emotional truth, I'm not saying so much about confronting this person or pressuring them to make a decision or to define a relationship, but rather, I've realized something. I've realized that what I'm feeling is real. I've realized that with this person, I have not only an emotional connection, but also we share the same thoughts, the same future plans, the same ideas. It's like we visualize. We're on the same wavelength. So it's a bit about your mind, what it's realizing, about what your heart feels. That's why there's an eye-opening moment here, something that really, wow, catches my attention. And you're kind of at a moment where we're going to move forward, and not only will this develop, but it will also grow and expand. So it's a moment of definitions, a moment of more definitions, of very firm decisions, of aligning yourself with your true feelings. Have you found a lot of balance with this person? And it could be that you two are different. Let's see, when there's a difference, but it's that difference that complements you. It's like what one has, the other might lack, but that's where you complement each other. And what you lack, the other person has, or vice versa, right? So you're in perfect balance. And this too. What helps is that There's a good energy exchange between you with respect, conversations, what one gives, what one receives, never feeling in debt or making the other person feel in debt. But rather, there's a need to be fair with the other person for balance, for agreement, for commitment, and also for complicity. So I feel like you're starting to take the situation very seriously and paying close attention to it. And it's from that joy, that starts to come out, and that happiness, that pleasure from having made this decision, not from saying yes, from accepting this opportunity. Things are becoming more emotionally balanced in your life. That you are expressing what you felt. You're not keeping it inside, but rather you're expressing yourself from your truth. This also applies to your work life. You will be making some very important decisions. Work is starting to get reorganized. That's why I say there's an activation at work. There's a new direction, a change in goals, in objectives. Clarity is starting to appear, and creativity is also beginning to emerge in your work. There could be a signing. There's a very positive legal matter at work, and I can feel this, like signing a contract, an employment contract, a contract with a collaborator, some kind of partnership agreement, but it looks like you're there signing something. I feel that there are people here who have not only seen your talent and are seeing it, but they are also people who want to help you, develop all that potential and shine that you have. So something really good is coming. In work and personal relationships. Let's see what else we have. It's a great time for organization that you're experiencing, to also put your work and your workplace in order, to have your paperwork organized as well. That you be organized. Planning your schedule is important. Your daily schedule, your weekly schedule, your monthly schedule. The more planning, the more strategy, the more order you have, the better this will be. Let's see. Sagittarius general energy and available. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Moon. And we have the Queen of Cups. Here we have the Ten of Swords. Don't be alarmed by that Ten of Swords, because actually it's well expected. Do you know why? Because I feel this. Let's see. We've talked about how things related to love are very well expected. Something is revealed emotionally. You'll start feeling something for someone, or they'll spark something in your heart, and it's undeniable. This is, you already know what's coming. You already know what's getting closer to you. The outlook is becoming much clearer, and this pushes you to take the initiative to keep moving forward, because things are developing on an emotional level very quickly, but I see a lot of speed. It's starting to get really intense. Sometimes there's no time to process the new things, no time to process the change. And yes, many times these changes can be dizzying. They can be changes that make you feel uneasy. I feel you. Like sometimes on an emotional roller coaster, there are ups and downs, moments of fear, anxiety, and insecurity, wondering if this is real. Or is this an illusion? Is this real? Or is this a fantasy? From my mind? Is my mind creating it? I think that's why I say this Ten of Swords isn't badly expected. I see it as put an end to those intrusive thoughts or an old way of thinking. That old way of thinking, of getting ahead of yourself, something like that. Creating scenarios in your mind that cause anxiety, that create uncertainty, and many times this doesn't match reality. Then you face reality and you say, this wasn't true. This was just in my mind. I mean, visualizing the worst case scenarios sometimes, or seeing the negative side of the situation, or saying, will this person like me? Will I do well with this project, with this job? Sometimes being suspicious of opportunities or of people who try to help you, or rather who want to help you and are making an effort. Many things that also have to do with insecurities from the past, okay, because of past experiences. Maybe you've been disappointed or deceived, or you've dealt with situations where things were hidden, where the truth wasn't fully revealed. But you are in a place, a new cycle. Things are changing very quickly. Your mind is changing very quickly, and you have more energy in your favor. I align myself with my truth. I align myself with my new way of thinking. Let yourself be surprised, because that's part of it, right? Not overthinking or measuring things so much, because it causes uncertainty and anxiety. Don't get ahead of things, and instead open yourself up to feeling them. Open yourself up to experiencing them. The energy tells us that they are going to be putting an end to a way of thinking that was very connected to your past. What is that belief or ideology that has reached its limit, that at this moment in this new cycle no longer works, it's no longer useful, so it's about leaving it behind now? Who did you think you were, or how did you focus? How did you focus in certain situations? That have to do with trust, that have to do with the openness, work-related things, or when there are things that are really nice that start happening in your life, saying, I start to get suspicious, there's something strange here, not starting to leave that focus behind, making that short-term decision, definitely. With this way of thinking and starting to connect with other things and to connect from a different place, to connect from intuition, there's really good energy here, which has to do with your intuitive side. That's what you'll feel most right now. You're going to start feeling new things. Some of them might feel strange because they're new. Very creative thinking, inspiring hunches. There may be visions of the future here, but what's important here are the signals your heart is starting to send you. Because something hidden here becomes fully revealed emotionally, getting exposed. Don't be afraid to express what you feel. Don't be afraid to openly enjoy something. Leave those insecurities behind. Let's see what we have in the oracle. Sign of Sagittarius. Let's see what your message is. Here you have the frog. The frog brings you prosperity. It tells you to let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close. Jump into this new day with joy, abundance, and good luck await you, dear Sagittarius. This is what we've seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.